Well, gCADPlus gives you the ability to apply dimensions to your design. The dimensions are taken directly off your accurately drawn model, and they're done in model space. Let's imagine that we wanted to apply a dimension to this storage cupboard that runs vertically down on the right-hand side of the design. The various dimensioning tools that you have at your disposal are on the dimensioning toolbar. They're also in the dimension drop-down menu. If you let your mouse hover over these icons, you can see the various dimensioning types that are available. Let's pick linear, which is by far the most commonly used in landscape design work. So we're asked for a first extension line origin, and I'm going to use OSNAP, and you should snap OSNAP accurately. So you want these dimensions to be accurate. So we're going to snap to the end point of that line there, and then snap to the end point there. And then as I pull out, we can set our dimension. You notice as I slide up and down in the vertical plane, the position of the position of the text there, the 2976 moves, and that can be adjusted later. You can see here I'm moving along, but most people would put that central. Now if we come over here, I want to show you how accurate this process is. This storage cupboard here, let me pick it, has been drawn with a rectangle. Its width is 2000 and its height is 1200. So when we pull a dimension from it, we get an accurate value. The distance from the corner of the storage cupboard to the beginning of the carport there, let's pick and measure from end point there to another end point there, is 1726 with a slight rounding off. And the rounding off is set in the dimension style, and there are a lot of dimension styles here, one called gCADPlus and a standard style, and you can set each one of these or any one of those as current. What I think is important is to recognize that if you draw accurately, as we have done in the storage cupboard here, that's probably an off-the-shelf cupboard, can be bought 2 meters by whatever that was, 1200 millimeters. What it does, what it being the dimensioning tool, it accurately grabs that figure. In this case, it accurately grabs that figure there. Now, what you can do, but I should suggest you don't, let's have a look here at the carport, which has been dimensioned. It gives us 9, 4. Let's pick the dimension. It tells us in the box over here that its style is gCADPlus, which is just a style name invented by us. And there is an opportunity for a text override. So it almost certainly, the line should have been drawn 9,500, but wasn't. And the dimension picks that up, finds that there was a slight error, and you can overtype the dimensions. So now we get 9500. I would much prefer you draw accurately first rather than overtype these values. We've seen rather expensive problems occur when people overtype dimensions. So do watch out for that. It's better to draw accurately. So putting dimensions on in your drawing really provides you with another check of your design, how accurately you've been drawing. We recommend putting all dimensions on a layer called LDIM, that one that I just put on, because layer 0 was current, has gone on layer 0. What that means, if I go to layer here and I turn off the dimensioning layer by clicking on that light bulb, everything disappears except that one. I'll undo that. Sorry, it didn't undo my settings for my layer. If I pick the 2000 dimension, so match properties, pick the 2000 and match it to that one. Now when we go and turn off our dimension layer, all the dimensions in the drawing should disappear. So the dimensions are most useful for the construction team. The client is not so interested in dimensioning. So I hope that gives you yet another view of dimensioning in the gCADPlus environment.